Hello guys and welcome back to another video. This time we're gonna review the second part of the Pokemon DLC, the Crown Tundra. Disclaimer: this video may contain minor spoilers, although I'm trying to avoid them. If you prefer to experience the game yourself, please come back to watch at a later time. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. For the most part, the internet seems to agree that the recent installments for the Pokemon franchise have been kind of lackluster, so let's see whether the development team has met those expectations or exceeded them instead. About the story approaches with a melancholic undertone. You get to meet the new legendary Pokemon, Calyrex, who over time has been forgotten by the inhabitants of the Crown Tundra. Your mission is to restore the lost belief and help Calyrex regain his power by doing so. Now, regarding the visuals, the graphics of the Crown Tundra overworld in comparison to the Isle of Armor, as well as the main game, look nicer and generally more like what players would have liked to see in the previous DLC. You can find yourself amidst the scenery, giving off a good impression of the scarcity a tundra is supposed to depict. The light mist that envelops parts of the deplorable areas adds a sense of mystique and goes well with the story's narrative. The pine trees which inhabit the tundra, as well as vegetation such as bushes, look much better and give off a mystic vibe with their snow-powdered leaves. Berry trees appear to have changed to a more natural-looking coloration. Unfortunately, the battle animations of the new Pokemon you'll encounter on this adventure do not seem to have improved. Expect more jagged and simply strange movements of your favorite mons. The spawn distance of some Pokemon is way too low, and I mean low. The amount of times you happen to accidentally run into a spawning Copperajah is immeasurable. On the positive side, the difficulty and thus challenge of the encounters with wild Pokemon in the max lair you'll be facing in adventures has increased, so for that part, many players' hopes have been met. But, and it's unfortunately a big one, the reason for this spike in difficulty results from the AI being obnoxiously stupid and stalling a battle that could have been won with one attack by using Cotton Guard or grassy terrain. Why? Just why would you do this? Another factor in play is that you are not able to bring your own teams into battle with you, but instead have to use Pokemon the game provides you. Anyway, a thing I really liked about the Max Lair was that if you happen to lose a battle against one of the legendary Pokemon, which is likely due to the fact that you cannot use your own team and have to deal with the 0 IQ AI you can encounter here, you'll have the option to re-encounter that Pokemon and get another chance of beating and catching it. About the map, it's a shame that we didn't get to have the mini-map that was confirmed to have existed in the alpha or beta version of the main game through leaks. With the various tunnel systems and at times confusing layout, this would have made traveling much more immersive and fun. Instead, opening up the menu to check the main map is going to be a common occurrence. The environment is diverse despite the fact that we are located in a tundra. You will find beaches, mountains, forests, and even lakes with icy platforms floating around, all the while being under the beautiful clear blue skies. Invisible walls, however, pose to be a real bummer, and it kind of destroys a bit of the immersion. Now about the audio, as it has been the case already with the main game and Isle of Armor DLC, the volume of Dynamax battles is significantly louder than any other audio in the game, so be careful playing this game in public or at night as it will draw attention. The soundtrack for the Crown Tundra adds nicely to the experience of the adventure and mystery with chimes and horns. The signature theme for the combined form of Calyrex and Spectria really slams. An erratic mix of horns and menacing, fast-paced drums makes the battle feel important, and it gives a sense of urgency. Overall, amazing soundtrack. Now, about the Pokemon. Aside from the new legendaries and the Galar forms of Regice, Registeel, Regirock, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, there are no never-before-seen Pokemon for you to catch. Some Pokemon returning to the game from previous generations will most likely be already in your possession at this point, so catching these seems rather obsolete. Nevertheless, the battles against the legendaries pose a sufficient and fun challenge if you are refraining from using the Master Ball the game gives you for catching them. In summary, the Crown Tundra manages to offer a decently fun and interesting player experience, accompanied with a beautiful soundtrack, and is a good way to pass your time. Unfortunately, the playtime amounts to only approximately 3 to 5 hours for finishing the main story, plus post-story, where you'll be able to encounter and catch the Galar versions of the Regis and the legendary birds, or participate in the Galarian Store tournament if you like to get competitive. In my opinion, with the Crown Tundra, we got a nice addition to the main game in previous DLC, which honestly did a better job in terms of storytelling and immersion with fun puzzles. With that being said, I recommend experiencing it for yourself, and hope you enjoyed watching. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more future content. Thanks for tuning in, see you next time.